Hi, it's Tekina-eirú, Nature's Clarity Coach. And what am I doing? Well, I'm outside. It's the end of September. It's 93 degrees and I am sweating. So I must be celebrating the fall harvest. Yes, the fall equinox has just passed just a few days ago. And if you live in Texas, where I live, Central Texas, you might think it's still summer. But nature knows better. And so here I am celebrating the fall harvest and thinking about my year. If you were like me, you probably started this spring with some great intentions. You cleared your garden, you threw away the old weeds that had died, or composted them, even better, right? And you cleared the land and you turned the soil over and you got ready for some great spring planting. Did you do that? Did you do that in your garden and in your life? I did. Well, if you were like me, a person with a lot of energy, you probably planted more than one thing. You probably planted a variety of things in your life and in your garden. Did they all grow? How did you do? What did the summer show you? Well, did some of your plants not grow at all? Did some of the things in your life not grow at all? Did they just die before they could really take off? Maybe instead of a dead branch, you ended up with just a pile of dirt and nothing ever came up. I had at least one flower pot that had that. Or maybe some things in your life blossomed or started to blossom. And you had a lot of promise because they were going to blossom. And then before they blossomed, they fell off the plant. Did that happen to you? Or maybe you ended up with some great flowers, just like you hoped. And from those flowers, you were able to harvest seeds that you could use to feed the birds, to plant for next year. Maybe that's some of the harvest that you experienced in your life. Maybe you had a surprise. Maybe you were able to harvest something that you never planted at all. These are little bird peppers. Apparently they are native to this land of Texas that actually used to belong to Mexico. And apparently it is a pepper that the birds planted, and they have added so much spice into my life. They're very hot. But I never expected it. I never expected to have these at all. And if it wasn't because I was looking observant, walking around my garden, I might have missed this beautiful little bush that the birds planted for me and have been adding so much spice into my life. So, how did you do? If you took stock of your life and everything that you planted this spring, all the things that started growing this summer and started blossoming, how did you do? Are there some things in your life that didn't take off at all? Well, while we can celebrate the harvest, we should also start getting ready for the winter. The winter season is coming right behind it. And the winter season is a time to be quiet and reflect on your life. You know, sometimes we are very stubborn. We plant something and we insist that that's what we want in our life, and we insist that that's what's going to grow, and we insist that that's going to be the successful thing that we're going to have in our life that's going to be great for us. But sometimes our stubbornness makes us miss these beautiful surprises in our life while we're crying over stuff that wasn't for us. If you live a life that is dedicated to spirit, dedicated to the divine, whatever that is for you, to give you guidance in your life, you really have to be open-minded to what it is that's blooming in your life. Consider what you hoped and consider the spiciness that appeared, and think about really what is good for your life. So the winter's coming, and it's going to be a time to reflect. If you would like to spend some time thinking about it out loud, send me a little note, because maybe we can get a little group together and talk about the harvest of our life, the harvest that didn't happen, the things that we had hoped for that didn't quite make it, the surprises that are bringing so much spice in our life. And maybe we can sort of take a little stock on what that means for our life, so that in the winter we can contemplate all of these beautiful signs in our life and be ready to let go, to stop being stubborn for the things that are just not working out, and be ready to embrace the things that have appeared in your life. So we can talk about it in a little group and prepare ourselves for a winter reflection, so that next spring we can plant new seeds. So I hope this video was helpful. This is Tekina-eirú, Nature's Clarity Coach, enjoying my 93-degree autumn equinox here in Texas. It was like I'm sweating. And contemplating and reflecting on all of these things in my life that I need to think about. I hope you do too. Bye-bye.